So, you think life's going to just go on and on forever? Well, one day it will not. One day humanity won't go on. One day the world won't go on. One day the whole universe won't go on. And among the Armageddons, here's another one that could happen at any given moment. Some call it the main cause of death for life in the universe. Right or wrong, we should consider ourselves lucky that so far the most violent natural phenomenon of all has left our planet alone. If it does one day strike, better say goodbye. We don't stand a chance against the infamous gamma ray bursts, flash fried by nature's most awesome trick. It's like the lottery, really. Every day, somewhere in the universe, there's a huge explosion. Within seconds, an amount of energy set free that equals the amount of energy the sun would emit in its entire lifetime. In fact, some of the blasts are bigger than the energy of all the stars combined. No, you just don't want to be around when such an explosion occurs. Strangely, the explosions are usually invisible to the human eye. You would need gamma ray vision to see them. We're talking gamma ray bursts here. Cosmic super explosions that throw an awful amount of gamma and X radiation into the galaxy. It was only recently scientists found out what gamma ray bursts really are. A gamma ray burst is what happens when a huge dying star is eaten up from within by a black hole. One moment you'll see a gigantic star, and the next moment, shlup, it's gone, sucked up by a black hole. In those final moments, the black hole spews out a column of energy, almost at light speed. That's why gamma ray bursts are often called the birth cries of black holes. A less friendly but more accurate term would be that gamma ray bursts are belching black holes have after they've eaten a star. Gladly, until now, these super spectacular things only happened in distant galaxies, billions of light years away. But, then again, that could all change. Heavy rotating stars like the ones that cause gamma ray bursts exist in our part of the galaxy too. At least one is about to go pop. Eta Carinae, a beautiful but dying star system in the southern constellation known as the Keyhole. Gladly, the burst won't hit us directly since the axis of Eta Carinae is pointed away from us. But any day, we could stumble upon a dying star that is aimed directly at us. On the list of the 20 phenomenons that threaten the life on Earth published by the popular science magazine Discover, gamma ray bursts come in second, right after asteroid impacts. As Arthur C. Clarke pointed out, gamma ray explosions may be the reason why we don't notice much of extraterrestrial life forms. Long before an alien civilization would have come to the point of going out into a UFO to explore the galaxy, a gamma ray burst would simply have wiped them away. If a gamma ray burst really does go flash somewhere in our cosmic neighborhood, the end of times would be really nasty. It would be like a Hiroshima bomb going off on every place on Earth at the same time. At a distance of something like 1,000 light years, the afterglow of the burst would light up as bright as the sun. Moments later, our planet would be bathed in a huge load of super energetic gamma and X-rays. A fiery blast would set the atmosphere ablaze. Forests will burn, rivers and lakes will boil away, and the side of the Earth facing the blast will be sterilized immediately. And you won't be safe on the other side of the planet either. A massive shockwave, much like the aftershock of a nuclear explosion, will sweep across the globe. A wall of fire will roast every living thing on Earth. Well, that is except for a few fish that are at the very deepest parts of the ocean. The gamma ray burst will reset evolution. It's flash, you're dead. Even a blast occurring further out in the Milky Way won't be good for our health. Okay, so the burst is too far away to fry us, but still, it will mess up our atmosphere. The energetic gamma rays will grind up molecules in our atmosphere. Our atmosphere is made of separate molecules of nitrogen and oxygen. These atoms will will mop up the ozone layer, leaving us exposed to the deadly UV radiation of the sun. And if that isn't enough to kill you, there will be soot. High up in the atmosphere, loose atoms will bind into nitrous dioxide, a brown, filthy gas that will blanket the sun. And we'll have a massive nuclear winter and die a horrible climate disaster death. And to make things worse, no one really knows how big the risks are. On one hand, gamma ray bursts that damage our world are likely to happen every once 10 million years on average. That would mean that our planet has survived many, many bursts in the prehistoric past. On the other hand, it's hard to predict when the next gamma ray burst will hit us. Could be in a million years, but it could be tomorrow.
And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.